I'm Jonah Gerstein, and this is Sports Daily. To my right is,
Jake Ingersoll.
and to my left is.
Jonathan Schilling.
Okay, so our first question is, who is the best running back in the NFL as of now?
I'd like to start this off. Last year there's thousands, it seemed like, of injuries to running backs, but I've got to go with Jamal Charles. He did get injured early, but before he was injured, we might forget because it was the early weeks, he was running all over the place, catching balls, running into the end zone. I think he's kind of the best.
Okay, and what's your say on it?
I think Adrian Peterson is the best running back. He's the best running back who can get tackled and keep going. When he gets hit, he can keep going for at least 5-10 more yards. He has one of the best yards per game out of running backs, and for years he's been considered the best running back in the NFL.
I think both of you guys have good points. Those are probably some of the top running backs in the league. Our second question is, what Western Conference NBA team will put up the biggest fight against the Golden State Warriors?
This is an interesting one since I think a lot of people would say San Antonio, but I don't know. Every year San Antonio isn't getting any younger, and so I think maybe if they can turn it on, Lob City, the Clippers could be back, but they had a pretty down year last year, but sometimes when they get momentum, they can get hot, and that's all you need to be in the NBA, hot.
Well, I think this is a surpriser, but I think the Memphis Grizzlies can, because last year Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol were injured, and they'll be coming off injuries along with Zach Randolph, and they signed Chandler Parsons, and they have some young guys, and I think last year they didn't do very well because they were very injured, and Zach Randolph was their best player on the floor, and he was injured too, and this year they're going to be very good. I expect them to be around a 3 or 4 seed and challenge the Warriors.
Okay, and that brings us to our last question. Who will be the best ace in the second half of the MLB season this year?
Well, I'd like to start. I think Chris Sale has been very good through the first half, but I'm going to have to go with Clayton Kershaw because he's just been dominant. Maybe not in terms of wins in the second half because the Dodgers aren't exactly the best team in the MLB, but Clayton Kershaw's been pitching out of his mind. He's got a good fastball, and when he gets the slider working, gets a lot of strikeouts, so I'm going to go with Kershaw.
Okay, and Jake,
Well,
what's yours?
he was the best pitcher, I'd have to say, in the first half, but the Dodgers placed him on the DL late in the first half, and I think he won't come out of the second half himself with the injury. And I think the best ace is going to be Madison Bumgarner. He's been pitching really well. The other day he pitched a one-hitter, and he's just doing really well along with a great team in the Giants that win a lot of games.
Okay, and that's it for Sports Daily.